finished with doing weird stuff.
Hi everybody, it's Paul again from Ballistic Blood Bullets, back with day 29 of the 30 Day of Horror Challenge. We're at the penultimate day, just one more day to go. Day 29 throws up the question for us as to what we consider to be the worst horror movie. There seems to be some conjecture as to the meaning behind the word worst. For me, it's got to be taken literally as being a film that is bad, rather than being seemingly interpreted as worst as in nasty or unpleasant or terrible or offensive. But to me those are more obvious adjectives, and I think that worst really means the worst film, the worst horror film. So for me, thinking about it, there are tons out there, as we all know, but I really thought I'd weigh it up by doing it as a film that I saw at the cinema and really didn't like, didn't take to at all. There are two films I've been to the cinema to see that I felt like walking out of. Those two films, one I stayed with, unfortunately, and that was Look Who's Talking 3, which was during John Travolta's dark days of movie making, shall we say, and we had Bruce Willis as the voice of the young character in the film. But stayed with that one, managed to hang on in the seats and watch till the end, unfortunately. But the film that I could not take any more of, it was just tedious beyond belief, boring, slow, and just unwatchable as far as I was concerned, and I walked out of the film. Me and a couple of mates, we were watching this film, we just could not take it anymore. With about 20 minutes or so to go, maybe half an hour, about an hour into the film I guess, could not stand this film anymore, and we stood up and walked out. And that film is David Cronenberg's Naked Lunch. Now certainly I'm not the greatest David Cronenberg fan in the world, but I must say that during his early days particularly, he made some really good horror films, and not without merit at all. I'm very happy to sit through films like Shivers, Rabid, The Brood, Scanners, Dead Zone and The Fly, all films made in the sort of mid-70s into the early and mid-80s. But then came along Dead Ringers in about 1988, and I thought, this isn't so good. And following that we had Naked Lunch in 1991, starring Peter Weller, who I'm a big fan of. Obviously Buckaroo Banzai, The Adventures of Buckaroo Banzai, Across the Eighth Dimension, awesome film. And RoboCop, fantastic, and he's made tremendous films. But this film, although ironically he probably was brilliant in the performance, but it just went nowhere for me. It really was a tired, uninspirational, uneventful flop for me, and I really do think it's, on describing it as worst, it definitely is, as far as going to the cinema for a horror film, it's the worst experience I've had. I mean, technically it's well made, there's some great imagery in it, but it's just a tired, flat film. And I think with the novel that he had to take from, the money he would have had to put behind the film, the stars that were at his hands to call upon to do the business for him on screen, it all should have made for a much, much better film. It was a really big letdown. And so for all those reasons, for day 29, I have to say that my worst horror movie that I will put forward, unquestionably, is David Cronenberg's Naked Lunch. Thanks very much for watching, guys. Sorry it's a bit of a flat one, but I guess we all had these during this time. Looking forward to a real humdinger for the last day tomorrow. Take care everybody, thanks for watching. See you all soon. Bye for now.